What is good, y'all? It is your boy the Shells, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to Shells World TV. So look, y'all, if you've been following my channel, you know that I also create music. You want to go download my latest album, Moonlit Visions. The link is in the description down below. And if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The social media links are in the description below as well. So I normally don't do this sort of thing, guys, but I've been sitting with this beat that I've made about, say, sometime back in July or June. I haven't finished it yet. Normally this doesn't happen. Within that same month I would have already finished a beat, but for some reason I just feel like the beat is missing something, or that it's missing a certain element that'll give it, you know, more of an edge. I might be tripping, I don't really know, man, because like I said, I normally don't do that sort of thing. Usually I figure it out and it's already done, but with this beat in particular, I've kept it on the hush and I've just kept it sort of previewed on IG every so often, but I haven't really completed it yet. It is for a song I'm working on. I haven't wrote the lyrics to it yet, but I already had the beat in my head when I was dreaming sometime. And the concept record had actually came from something I had in the works for a long time now. Now the introduction of the record is supposed to be 70s sound influence. Now before I go any further into that, let me just say, you know, people love to ask if anyone in particular, like a certain musician, has a process to music. And personally speaking, I don't have a process to my music. I really don't have a set process to what I do. Whatever I make is inspired by the thing at the moment that's inspiring me. I would really love to consider my music experimental, and another word to describe it would be eclectic, which means to be derived from many sources. You know, in the past I've done beats that were, you know, obviously I didn't sell these things because that would be copyright situations, but I've made beats where I've sampled anime music and it's turned out great. You know, I've had moments where I would, you know, even say sample 70s, 80s music. I make my own renditions through cover tracks, not necessarily sampling, through that sort of thing as well. You know, I've had beats where the melody would be inspired by some random song from the early 2000s even, that people might have forgot about. You know, things like that. In my production with music, it can either range from being really inspired by something from the past to something that's a completely original idea that I had while sleeping. Like, I've legit dreamed up some of these beats as melodies in the head, and then I put them to FL Studio and whatever, and I do what I gotta do and make it happen. Now, what I'm about to do is sort of just slightly break down, you know, the some of the sounds and patterns that have been put into this beat. Let's just get into the sounds and the patterns and whatnot, okay? Let's go. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do this whole dual screen thing, but yeah, obviously what you're seeing on the screen is the patterns from FL Studio. I do have an updated version of FL Studio, but this was made in the 12, so it's all good either way. It's not too far away from the update, but those sounds were not put to the Mac, so I'm choosing to show you what was done with my Windows laptop instead. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this light is kind of hot, but besides that, I just want to tell y'all, I made exactly 17 different patterns for this beat, and I used about, say, if I really had to count it off, it's about at least, I'm gonna say, in terms of just the amount of sounds, it's at least a good 20. It might be even less than that, but it's at least around 20 about so sounds that I use for the beat. And really, as I told you, the inspirations could come from anything. I don't really have a set way of making those things happen. But I'm going to play you the drums now. Let me go pull back the channel rack. I'm going to play you the drums real quick. Which pattern is that in again? Here we go. It's something real simple and chill, like nothing too crazy. Okay? Yeah. Now, I'm going to get into the snare and percussion parts real soon. First, here's a snare with a mixed in clap and whatever. Okay, and now I'll play the bass. It's a subwoofer type bass, something real low, but has a bit of a punch to that. Now, I believe it's pattern 11, and if it's not that, it's... I'll find it. Okay, I found my little closed hats sounds in here. Okay? You know, give the beat some kind of movement going on. You know? Sorry if I fumbling on words here. Sorry if I sound a little funny, because I'm getting over a cold. I mean, I'm at least 96% better, but I still got this little cough thing going on. But you know, it's all good still. Okay, now we're gonna get into some of the synths. And if you've been following my IG, which again, link is in the description down below, you know that I love to use a hashtag that's called Synth King. Okay? That's like, what do they call that again? It's like a square synth, but it really, the other name for it would probably be called like a blow bottle, you know, like you know, boat type music, something of that nature, something real chill and relaxing. Now, let's get into the other part of that note, which finishes off like... And once again, I'm not joking. These melodies will randomly come up in my head. I'm not kidding you. I done had beats where people would say, this was all in your head. And I'm like, yeah, people find it hard to believe. And what I will say is that FL Studio has definitely made it possible for me to create certain melodies that seemed impossible before with other things I was doing. And also I'll say that nothing is always going to be exactly 100% like it is in your head. Maybe in your head it was a lot more perfect. Maybe in your head it was slightly different from what you ended up doing. Now, what I also will say is that a lot of times, even when I preview beats, the main final track can sometimes be switched up before it even gets to other people's ears. I've definitely done that when I master things, and and edit through the whole process of the beat. But so goes music producing in general. I mean, am I gonna call myself the greatest engineer? Of course not. But I have definitely gotten better at mixing and things of that nature, so it's not all terrible. Okay? So why don't we just play some more synth sounds so you can get a better idea of what's going on here? As you can tell, the sounds tend to get very weird and strange, but hey, I like it. I don't care if nobody else like it. People can say it sounds like a cartoon or that it sounds like some alien business. I really don't care. I like the strange and different type of sounds, I did say I'm the synth king after all. Now, obviously, is that to say I'm the synth king? No, that belongs to people in the 80s and things of that nature, but listen, I definitely am a proclaimed synth king, meaning that I've definitely used a lot of synths over the years in my beats. So I can call myself a synth king. I'm one of the many synth kings in music production, as far as I'm concerned. I just love the fact with synths. I'll tell you why I like synthesizers. The reason I love them is because you ever realize how many different types of sounds can come from synthesizers? And the melodies, the note changes, there's so much that you can do with that. Like, there's only so much that a person can do with an original guitar sound. There's only so much that a person can do with a drum. There's only so much that someone can do with a actual snare or an actual cymbal. Things like that. You can't really change that. Unless you're just gonna, morph the situation through a drum machine or something of that nature. But even then, the makeups of those things are very different from actual instruments. Whereas with a synthesizer, as soon as you turn a knob, the sound's very different. You switch the patterns of wavelengths, and the sound's different again. The main synths tend to be square, saw, and sine, right? And sine usually falls along the lines of the 808 basses and music like that. But yeah, I like synths. I really do. It's one of those instruments, especially as far as electronic music is concerned, where the notes can change, the sounds can change. There's so many different sounds that can come from a synthesizer depending on how you have it set up. So I love that you can do that. I love the variety you get from those type of things. So that's why I like synthesizers. And even if other people don't necessarily like it, your favorite rapper probably got a beat with it, with something like that in there. Believe me, this is not the first time you've probably heard something like this in music. It just so happens that, you're hearing these sounds in separate, in separate situations as I play the patterns along. Now I'm gonna go into some more sounds with this beat, so again you can get an idea of what you're hearing. Now, what is this? I already played that. Okay. It's like a whistle cave echo type synth right there. More percussion, like a tom, going through the hook part of the beat sometimes. Okay, this is another one of my favorite sounds to use in beats for people who know the music very well, whether that be personal people or just people who've gotten used to my music for, you know, over the years and things. That's a choir mixed in with a bell. Some of them make it a little dramatic. Now that comes nearer to the end of the beat, but yeah. So now I'll play the other part of that when I find it. But let's go into some more synths for now. That's another square synth with a lower tone to it. So, there you go. Okay, and here's the other part of the choir sound. So now I'm going to play everything together for just a bit, and then I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. Should I add anything? Should I remove anything? Should I keep everything as it is? You be the judge. Those who are hearing it for the first time, those who might have heard it already, but are now hearing it with fresh ears. Like I said, I have the snippet posted on my IG. If you follow that, links in the description below. Bellevue_ENT. But we're going to get into why I named my handle that for Twitter and IG after I play the beat. But yeah, follow me on social media. Now we're going to play the whole sample. And again, I want to know what y'all think. So here we go. Take off pattern mode. Play the track. You notice I didn't play everything with the examples from before, but obviously there's things in there that I didn't play through sound demonstration. Alright, so what did y'all think? Again, should I add? Should I remove something from it? Should I keep it all the same? What should I do? I'm stuck? I don't know. But if anything, I might just change up certain things. Because like I said, I have never ever stuck with a beat this long. It's not normal for me. Trust me on that. But I just want to make sure it is 100% good before other people hear it completely for what it is. And like I said, I haven't even written the lyrics yet. So again, I want to know what y'all think. I really would love to know what y'all think. You know, give it a like, tell me what needs to be changed, whatever, and I'll try to see what I can do with that, you know. But now I'm gonna tell y'all why I chose the handle Bellevue_ENT for my Twitter and Instagram. See, years ago, you know, I know people gonna probably try to say, this is corny, what are you doing? Shells, what's going on with you, man? But listen, I gave myself a nickname, Mr. Bellevue, because of the way that my beats sound. They're usually crazy, weird, strange, alien sounding, as you probably heard with the music right there. And again, I don't find any problem with different. In fact, I embrace different. You know, I think that it's important to have creativity that's slightly different from other people. You know, some people don't like all them little sounds going in and out of their beats, but I don't care. For me, it doesn't affect my rapping skill. For me, it doesn't affect the way I write music. It doesn't really affect anything. To me, it's just creativity, and it's just there. So it's no different from hearing sound effects in movies. To me, it's like it's already there. You can't really get that confused about something like that. But yeah, that's the reason. You know, Bellevue's a hospital in New York, and it houses crazy people. It's known for that. I don't want nobody coming for me in the comment section, because some people might find that insensitive, but that's the reason why I chose that name. You know, Bellevue to represent the style of sound of my beats, which is crazy. It's insane. They sound very crazy at times. I don't always make chill beats. So, again, let me know what y'all think. This video is probably way too long for some of y'all, but it's not my usual video. Okay, I just want to take a break from the reactions and the vlogging. I still am working on skits, by the way. I haven't forgotten. Okay. But yeah, I mean, look, like I said, truth of the matter is, man, I love making music, and I just want to know what y'all think of some of this. But I'm gonna end the video here, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please share it with your people and everything. Once again, if you're new to the channel, this is your boy The Shells, and this is Shells World TV. Don't forget to hit that bell to be notified every time I make a new video, because I make new videos for every single Thursday, okay? Alright, so this is your boy The Shells, and I will see you guys next time when I upload. Peace.